Hi folks, I mentioned in my Joel Salatin chicken tractor build that I was going to build a wheeled system that would take the place of the dolly that Joel Salatin uses. So I bought most of the parts for that system. What I've got is two steel tube pieces. This is a perforated tube, 1.25 inches by 3 feet. This is perforated tube, 1.5 inches by 3 feet. I bought all of these parts from Lowe's. Both of these tubes were $27.95 and $27.48. So the steel wheels, I did go with steel wheels just because they'll hold up for quite a while. Those wheels were $13.99 a piece. And then this will be my handle. This is a U-bolt. They were $4.58 a piece. I need 2 of them, and had to buy a couple of extra 3/8 inch nuts to go on the to go on them. All right, for the axles of the steel wheels, I bought 1/2 inch by 4 inch hex bolts with 2 washers and a lock nut. So all of those parts were just a few bucks. And then to mount to the chicken tractor, I bought these number 14 by 1 3/4 inch screws. So all told, all of these parts were about $104. I'll get 2 wheeled systems out of this piece, and then I'm going to use just small sleeves so I could get several chicken tractors out of this piece. But you will need a whole piece of this to do the 2 wheeled systems that ultimately will be able to be used on several chicken tractors. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is cut the 1.25 inch tube steel in half. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up one side of this 1.5 inch tube. Okay, for each chicken tractor you need 4 of these pieces. I've already cut one side off the face, and now I need 4 3-inch pieces. So we'll use 2 of these pieces on either side of the chicken tractor, and I'll show you how that looks here shortly. Okay, so I'm left on the 1.5 inch tube steel. I'm left with 2 feet. That will give me 2 more chicken tractors that I could put brackets on. Okay, I had to fur this out with a half inch piece of plywood to get out past the ribbing on the aluminum sheeting. So that gets me out where I can clear the sheeting when I insert the wheels. So we need to mount these brackets. I've got 2 brackets. So measure up from the bottom 15.5 inches and put a mark there. That's going to be the top of this bracket. And then from that mark measure down 12 inches, and that's going to be the bottom of the other bracket. And then you want to come in 3/4 inch and draw a line. That'll be the outside edge of the bracket. So the way this works, you will insert the wheel like this. So you want the open side of the bracket on the top to accept the piece. So we're going to mount the top bracket like that. And we'll mark the holes. Drill a pilot hole. Insert the Phillips head bit. We're using 2 of these 1 3/4 flat head Phillips head screws, and we'll be able to drill through the one hole. But what you want to do is insert, before you mount the bracket, you want to insert these screws. And then we can come through and get that started. Alright, the screws insert relatively flat, but if one is sticking out, you can grind it. Alright, so now we're going to mark out for the catches. So the wheel, this bolt needs to clear underneath the wood frame. So what I've done, by putting this top bracket at 15.5 inches, that ensures that the bolt clears at the bottom. Alright, so now I've got the top of my 18-inch tube steel flush with the top of the bracket, and it's on this side that I want a flange to come out, so that this piece, the bracket, sits down in that flange. So I'm going to mark a line across there, and then down on the lower bracket, same thing. It's going to be on this side. We need a flange to come across. So now we'll take it back and cut those flanges in. Okay, so we got the mark where the bottom of the flange was, and this is where we want the piece to peel out and create a bracket. I want to give about a 1-inch piece. So I need to cut this side, and the top, and then we can peel that piece back. Okay, the handle, we do not need this piece. So the handle goes in the first hole just below the upper bracket piece. And you can see I don't hit the hole with the lower piece. So So I'm going to mark that out. This is 3/8 inch, so I'm going to use a 3/8 inch drill bit. Okay, we're going to switch over to a step bit now. I need to drill a hole on the back side that's big enough for these nuts to fit down through. Okay, slide the bracket through. You've put the nuts on and screwed them all the way past the threading. And then you can put the second nut on. Okay, I try to line this up with the back here. Get the nuts roughly in line and everything parallel. Through. All right, now we can screw the other nuts down. All right, using a 9/16 inch wrench, just tighten these up. And there we have our handle. Okay, I used a vinyl strap and a piece of PEX tubing to make a little handle so that I can pick the corner of the chicken tractor up while I'm inserting the wheel. So it's very easy to lean over, grab this handle, slide the tractor in, and your wheel's in place. Okay folks, I just built wheels for a chicken tractor that are modular, very easy to put on and off, that I think is much quicker than the dolly that Joel Salatin uses. And pretty much I use two tools, a grinder and a drill, and then some hand tools. So if you don't have welders or other expensive equipment, you can do this option with just these basic tools.